a second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record...
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players one play doesn't usually determine the outcome, but I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things...
Now a hit and a loose football, and this is picked up by the Bears.
How did I fumble?
A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To Mixon. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And it's off the crossbar. I couldn't even get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit, but maybe some really high percentage
button broke or something
to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Play yard up.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Touchdown! O.J. Howard, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go, Brady. Got a fumble and a kickoff.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Oh, bro. If you want a chance, run that ball, bro.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL,
oh, hell nah, bro. That's a pick. Come on, bro.
Yeah, they're
This is Devin White against a bum-ass linebacker.
It happened to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that.
It's a pick, bro. Stop playing.
And redeem themselves.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields.
Let's go pressure, man.
Incomplete.
Pressure,
a lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Pressure, bro. What you know about it? Let's go, bro. Take them drags, man.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields.
I can't see shit.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Bruh.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Look at that zone defense. Scored on the man. He might not go back to it. Let me get the cover 3, though.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to.
That's definitely on me for knowing that it's man defense trying to run streaks.
Understand why they threw the
Definitely
2 interceptions.
On me, man.
They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And some room to roam now. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, 42 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he's brought down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Brady now to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Fields. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Mixon. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. And let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly...
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Nixon will try the right side. And he's got some space here. 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throw outlined to Mooney. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have broken the tie. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Brady now on 1st down. That's caught by Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On 1st down, Jones. And he's into the end zone, Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, 27 yards. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Extra point put through by Succop. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 6 yards left on second down. To throw is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll give it to Mixon. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete.
He really dropped it.
That
was a laser.
Instead, it's second down.
You know,
An
following up on this head coach and the
laser.
pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Did you check that for me? I can't check it because I'm in the game. I was trying to check it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Airing this one out for Evans. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Cohen now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't do anything differently just because they're on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, here's Mixon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Off play action, Fields. And the catch made by Johnson.
Bruh.
Gets this one across midfield.
Get out of here,
First down
bro.
to the 46.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Mixon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. One play action. Fields. He'll buy some time right. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 138 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I didn't think that drops. Bro, stop being... Let me pick my play, bro.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Yo, like, I literally cannot pick my fucking play, bro. At all. I can't even call a timeout. This shit is tweaking.
Running left, it's Mixon.
Bruh, this man's literally gonna score and I can't control shit.
Gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I can't even run commit fucking nothing, bro. I literally can't do shit, bro. I can't even make a single adjustment.
On 2nd down now. Mixon.
Why is this shit bugging, man?
Touchdown. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears have once again taken the lead.
Like, why is this shit doing this, bro?
Point after try forthcoming. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Bruh, I really literally cannot even pick a fucking play, bruh. Like, bro, I literally can't. Like,
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
timeout. I can't even pause the fucking game, bro. Like, what the fuck? Let me try turning this on.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Bruh.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Like, this shit is so retarded, bro. Like, my fucking shit is fucked.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six, they'll get in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
I literally just gave this man 4 points. That shit is so it's all good. We're gonna bounce back.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball,
I'm gonna bounce the fuck back, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. Ain't no broken ass controller now, bro.
38. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Weak ass shit, bro. Where's
Brady gonna throw. And Jones has it over the middle.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Brady now on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Let it well, and it's picked. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I'm really about to lose because of that whack-ass shit that just happened, bro. That's crazy.
More after this, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Fucking crazy, bro.
Again, it's Mixon. Gets by him at the 25. And he'll be brought down right at
That's crazy, bro. Like, that's so foul.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's a pick, bro. Like, bruh, like, come the fuck on, bro.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off a game.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact.
This shit is so whack how that fucking happened, bro.
The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Room here to run. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 9. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Switch. Hey, switch gears. Shoot!
On 2nd down, Mixon. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been
I
the
don't
final
get why
nail
it bugged
to
out
finish
like
this thing
that.
off,
Now it's,
but it's still 8 up time, got points.
now it seems to be working fine. Like,
it's darn close.
that's whack.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That went to the sideline. That's so whack how that shit did me, bro. Like, I cannot get over it.
As we welcome you back.
Like, that was so terrible.
Let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. In your face. Switch.
Brady. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh,
And
shit
he's
out of
left with
bounds.
no option here but to throw it away.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
54's mark. 54's mark. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, run the slant.
Can I motion? Jeez. So gay, bro.
Again, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Back to throw. Brady buying time to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Brady got to have this one. Steps away to his left. But I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds. So no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. And they will take a knee here. Side moves on, and then of course there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that.